Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, depending where you are in the world. Here in London, we are live. It is approaching 10 o'clock at night, and I'm doing my nighttime devotion. The devotional we're reading from is called To Be Like Jesus, and the title today is Everything Lost by Disobedience. The scripture reading comes from Genesis 3, verse 5. For God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. When Eve saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took the fruit thereof and did eat. It was grateful to taste, and as she ate, she seemed to feel a vivifying power and imagined herself entering upon a higher state of existence. Having herself transgressed, she became a tempter to her husband, and he did eat. Your eyes shall be opened, the enemy had said. Ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Their eyes were indeed opened. But how sad the opening. The knowledge of evil, the curse of sin, was all that the transgressors gained. There was nothing poisonous in the fruit itself, and the sin was not merely in yielding to appetite. It was distrust of God's goodness, disbelief of his word, rejection of his authority that made our first parents transgressors, and that brought into the world a knowledge of evil. It was this that opened the door to every species of falsehood and error. Man and woman lost all because they chose to listen to the deceiver rather than to him who is truth, who alone has understanding. By the mingling of evil with good, their minds had become confused, their mental and spiritual powers benumbed. No longer could they appreciate the good that God had so freely bestowed. Adam and Eve had chosen the knowledge of evil. And if they ever regained the position they had lost, they must regain it under the unfavorable conditions they had brought upon themselves. No longer were they to dwell in Eden, for in its perfection, it could not teach them the lessons which it was now essential for them to learn. In unutterable sadness, they bade farewell to their beautiful surroundings, went forth to dwell upon the earth where rested the curse of sin. Although the earth was blighted with the curse, nature was still to be humanity's lesson book. It could not now represent goodness only, for evil was everywhere present, marring earth, the sea, the air with its defiling touch. Where once was written only the character of God, the knowledge of good, was now written also the character of Satan, the knowledge of evil. From nature, which now revealed the knowledge of good and evil, humankind was continually to receive warning as to the result of sin. I could actually dwell on the fact that Eve sinned and then tempted her husband to sin, but I won't, because In that respect, Adam was a fool. It was purely Adam's fault that humanity fell, because he was the one that was in constant contact. Well, both were, but it was he that God fashioned from the earth and made in his image. And then he took the rib from Adam's side and formed the woman. Had Adam stopped and thought for just a split moment, he could have thought, well, if I don't give in to this sin, if I listen to God and I stay true to God, God can create me another woman. But he didn't. And this world is full of everything you can possibly imagine that will take you off the track or the journey you are on towards God. There is no let up. There is no Satan taking a break in any way, shape, or form that you will not be tempted. He will tempt you in anything and everything he can possibly know that will tempt you and hopefully take you off your journey with God, to God. We all know we have within us the knowledge of good and evil. We don't have to learn it. We know it. But we choose, as Eve did and as Adam did, we choose to do what is right or what is wrong. And I suppose essentially a lot of the time we choose to do what is wrong because we want to, regardless of the consequences. We can only aim to live a sinless life as Christ did. And that is why he came, to show us as a human how to do it. So may he help us to become firmer on that path, tread more firmly, more steadfastly, and live a more sinless life. Let's keep each other in prayer.